Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Monday the 28th of July and as you can see I'm just past the car park bridge on the hill and I am here to film you folks an update of the Bonny Street, Chapel Street court buildings demolition. Pretty much everything's gone now as in structure wise. We've got one of the Desmonds, he's up there. He's finishing off the police station. We've got one of the Skylers there. He hasn't got a hat on, a head on, but he's positioned like he's about to dismantle the beast. And the beast has moved at a different angle. So maybe the beast could be departing today. Finley left a few days ago. Scooby-Doo appears to have left. So yeah, people are leaving, machines are leaving. The Scoopy and Finley have gone, but we've got both Skylers left. We've got Tutu and the other two Desmonds there. Because I can see one Desmond just behind those trees and that little mound of rubble and behind Skyler. But what they appear to be doing is they're breaking up the entire concrete floor of the entire site, just like they were doing over at the Bonny Street, Chapel Street corner. So it looks like the whole thing's going to be broken up. As you can see guys, as usual on this site lately, there is not a lot of stuff going on. We're definitely now at the end game of this demolition. Everything is mostly done and finished. A lot of things are still. I'm just going to hop onto this little bit of a walkway there. There you go. Now I'm higher up now, so we can see the beastie properly. I think he's going to be leaving us today because his trailer's there. We've got one of the Skylers there, and Beastie's at that different angle. So I think Skyler there is positioned to dismantle Beastie. If you look down here, we can see his cables are disconnected. So that tells me that everything's ready and disconnected. There's a little strap around there. You see that? So it looks like, oh, and there's a, if we go down here a bit, I'm trying not to wobble the camera. Further down past there, up there, that's what I wanted to show you. It's chained up there. So Beastie Boy there, it looks like he's ready to be dismantled and hauled off down the motorway to his next adventure. So he's definitely going to be leaving today, although I won't be able to film that because when I'm done here I'm going to be going to work, because I'm going to work a little bit earlier on Mondays now. So yeah, we haven't got a lot to film at the moment, guys. I've just been, if you've probably watched the video, but I've just been to the Kent Road Working Men's Club site. There's stuff going on there, but not a lot. And like here, there's stuff going on here, but not a lot. So yeah, there's really is not a lot going on right now, demolition wise, in Blackpool on these sites. But I still like to do the updates because it's all part of the history of Blackpool. And as I always say, what might seem a bit boring, eye roll, oh, what's he still filming that? You know, might seem a bit boring now, but many years down the line, somebody could watch this and find it interesting. I always think of it like saying something like, I don't know, 1972 for instance. If you were just walking through town with a camera and you just took random snapshots of random shops and streets and random pictures, most people would be like, you've wasted your film, what have you been taking photographs of that for? But those old 70s hypothetical photographs now, you put them on Facebook, people would be like, wow, it's so cool to see that again. So that's kind of one of the reasons that I film around here. You can get a great close up there of the beast. He really is a beast, isn't he? And I didn't name him, that was his name, because I was thinking like, oh, what name shall we give this new machine? But then somebody told me in the comments, he said he's already got a name, he's the Beast. And I think that is the best name anyway, because it really suits him. He definitely beasted his way through that police station building, didn't he? Super duper quick. I know a lot of you guys really enjoyed watching that come down, because we got some good views for those demolition buildings, demolition videos. There we can get a better view of Skyler on that side. So he's going to have like a chain attached to him, so he's going to pull bits of the beast up and on there. Beastie will come apart, so his arms will split into several sections and they'll be just chained onto that flatbed there, because that's how he got here, and then he'll just be driven down the motorway back to Liverpool, I'm guessing, or wherever he's from. And there we can see the Desmonds. Now is Tutu actually behind? Let me have a look, let me just get round here, because I thought Tutu was behind that mound, but now I'm second guessing myself. I could have sworn I saw him behind that mound before. I'm probably going to have to climb down, guys, to have a look. This is behind there. Right, let's climb down and have a further investigation. I do have to go through town afterwards, so I am going to put warnings, steep slope. It ain't that steep really, but let's just nip down here quick. I'm just going to scoot down. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I'm going to step over here and walk around and have a look at everything. Good view of the Skylar there. There's the back of the beast. There's one of the Desmonds on top of there. Let's walk all the way around. Have a look. I'm just going to step over this little... It's only that thing what I'm stepping over. So now we'll just get to see the site, guys, from all the different angles. I still can't see that other Desmond tree. I thought it was behind this far away Skylar up there. I thought he was behind that rubble. Maybe he is. But I can't really see. But that is the demolition site today, guys. I think I've shown you as much as I can of everything that's going on this site today. So I'm probably going to end this video from this side now, but I might have a peek around Bonny Street just to give you guys the next review. So I'm going to turn the camera off here and I'm going to nip down Bonny Street and just show you the Bonny Street side of the site. Hi guys, we're on the Bonny Street side now. You can see this side of the old market site, it's padlocked up. Now I did read on Facebook that there were talks in place to actually reopen Bonny Street Market for an extra couple of seasons while this development's going on. Now I'm not saying that it's definitely happening or it's definitely the truth, I'm just telling you guys what I read on Facebook. I mean, it might well be true, it also might well not be true, but that is what I read, so it's up to you folks, right, whatever you guys want to believe. But either way, we've got a nice little view of the Bonny Street Market site. Personally, I think the market could have still been open now for this last couple of seasons. I think the builders could have worked around it because the actual demolition wasn't really anywhere near close to the market site if you look at how it's all situated, because that fence, it's not exactly a fence, is it, but that fence barrier there, that's the end of the old market site. So you've got that whole car park area on that side. Let's walk around here. So you've got that whole car park area on that side for the demolition crew and stuff. So really the market site was nowhere near, in demolition safety terms, the actual demolition, because that's over there and you've got this whole car park area in between. So I think it could have stayed open. For sure there'd have been noise throughout the day, but I don't think people would have minded that if they could have kept training, because in a place like this where the market was up before, it was always going to be noisy, you know, people passing through, people playing music, arcade noise, just typical holiday town noise. There we can see the last remains of the building there. It's pretty much all come down now. Bit of wall remaining, plenty of rubble to go. That's still going to take some clearing up, and we know exactly where the bridge was, because if I move the camera over here we can see there, that's where it's connected to. This fence there at the end, because obviously you can't just walk up the end, but these steps here, that is a fire escape to the Funland building. So that little bit there can't come down, or at least it can't come down unless they're going to rebuild all that fire escape area. But anywho, that's where the bridge was, that's where the police station was, and just like that, Blackpool's landscape has completely changed, because you could see that police station building from many parts of Blackpool. Yeah, so I think, judging by where I'm going now, I don't think that third Desmond is on site anymore, folks. We've got the Desmond there, that's the one we've seen, the Scoopy Desmond. We've got the Diggy one there, and the one that I thought was hiding behind the rubble is behind Skylar. It's not actually there, unless I'm missing something. So we've just got two Desmonds. The Beast, although the Beast looks like he's leaving, his departure is imminent. Well guys, I've just done all my shopping, and then I remembered that I didn't really film an outro for my last building, so I thought what better place to film an outro than the old joke shop site. This is where the old joke shop stood, as we know. We watched the demolition, and it's all completely down, and it's all tarmacked over, and this nifty little fence around it. But the entire site here, nothing's fenced off, it's all just tarmacked over and completely empty now, like it never existed. And I think we can have a little peek down here. This is the back of the old King Edward Apartments, and there was a little bit of demolition going on at the back of here, and we can see that today. That's all been done and finished and nicely tidied up, like it was never there in the first place, because these buildings are not coming down. They're all going to be renovated, just jazzed up, repurposed, whatever you guys want to call them. Let's put the camera through the gap in the fence, have a tiny camera now. You can have a look around like that without seeing all the bars. On that side you can see the big new car park. This side is the empty ground space behind the apartments, and that is the back of the apartments today. They're looking a bit sad and sorry for themselves and neglected. That's coming back through the fence, but when it's all done up, everything is going to look cool for sure. And I bet this area, in part of it, it'd be a nice little paved over walkway, maybe with some nice little tables there, what you can sit outside, because there should be some coffee shops on the front side and stuff. Should we have a little peek through the car park? Nothing much to see from these little gaps. Look, can we peek through the gap? There we go. Look at that exciting view, everybody. Aren't you glad you stuck with this video to the end? You might have missed all this heart-racing excitement. So yeah, I think that serves well as a little bit of an outro, don't you? You see Central Drive there, the iconic Blackpool Tower there, the other side of the car park. So that, folks, is it for this video. So if you're still here, I sincerely thank you for watching all the way to the end, and I shall see you all very soon in the next one. Goodbye.